The 4th Central European Student Summit took place at the Gnesens Russian Academy of Music, September 12-14, It was organized by the Sound Engineering Department's teachers, graduates and the students and IS. The summit is organized once a year as an educational program of IS, following the experience of the colleges from Poland, Serbia, Austria, the last year's cities of the summit. The tutorials were arranged and led by the well-known audio engineering experts from Europe and Russia. More than 80 guests from Russia, Belarus, Moldavia, Serbia, Austria, Italy, Germany, Colombia, Britain took part in 5 tutorials and visited the main audio engineering points for recording classical and pop music. The first day began with Mosfilm Studio technical tour. Mosfilm is one of the largest film production units in Europe. 25 people visited the prominent Tune Studio, one of the most popular Moscow studios for recording orchestra music and the pop compositions. Its output includes most of the widely acclaimed films, hundreds of Russian leading groups' albums. The technical tour of the Grand Hall of the Moscow State Conservatory was organized as well. Then the participants gathered in the front cozy yard of the Russian Academy of Music, where the friendly volunteers with souvenirs had been waiting for them. The ceremonial start took place at a small hall. The vice president of IS, Bill Foster, greeted everyone on behalf of the ceremony. The program consisted of the most actual activities for the students: recording pop music in a small room, mastering it, recording chamber orchestra in a concert hall. The program had practical purposes and it was its unique. All the theoretical part of the engineering work was demonstrated during the real process, and the permanent dialogue between the participants and the masters gave a lovely chance to answer their questions. After the ceremony, it was the time for the first tutorial, recording pop music. 2 world-famous professionals, Hayden Bendel and Mike Senior, were invited for the master class connected with pop recording.
That was created by our Student Delegate Assembly, the AES Student Delegate Assembly, about 4 years ago. The first one was held in Austria in, I think it was 2011. And the idea is to bring together students from mainly from Europe for a weekend of master classes, information about audio, which is part of the core remit of the AES, is to educate and promote the knowledge of audio. The events have been in different countries around Europe, and this year we were very happy that the Moscow student section agreed to be the host for the Central European students.
Hayden Bendel is the legend of audio engineering, his name being on the albums of such celebrities as Freddie Mercury, a-ha, Gary Moore, Elton John, Massive Attack, and many others. Moreover, he was the main engineer in the world-famous studio Abbey Road. Lectures of Mike Senior attract students all over the world. They are incredibly enlightening. All are aware of his energy. Senior is an author of leading journal for audio engineers, Sound on Sound. He is widely known for his bestseller, Mixing Secrets for the Small Studio, the student book for young engineers. It was the band Brooks which came for the first day. It comprises most of all the graduates of the academy. The tutorial was supposed to have the simultaneous work of the both sound engineers that afforded the participants not only to watch their working step by step, but also to listen to their communication and discussion. As it had been mentioned before, everyone might ask them and get the circumstantial answers. The summit program having become widely known and interested a lot of young people, the impossibility to take the seats in the studio and the equipment room for all of them had become clear during the preparation. Therefore, this problem was solved by means of the broadcast, and all the participants had a lovely chance to follow the workshop's process. At the end of the workday, the tired but happy participants went to have supper and continued discussing engineering activity and sharing their secrets.
So busy.
No, it's a real pleasure for me to come here, and I like speaking to students. I like participating with them, and I very much, well, I love Moscow. So the idea of doing something like this in Moscow was very, very appealing, and it means a lot to me that I'm surprised, but it means a lot to me that people think I can teach them something. I'm sort of quite, I'm humbled by it, and if people are interested in some of the things I do or some of the things I say, then I'm very honoured. So it's an honour for me rather than for them. So I very much enjoy being here. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me.
The second day started with a master class organized together with a music box and Innovate magazines. It was part of the biggest exhibition of professional sound equipment in Europe, NAMM Music Mess. Within 2 hours, Mike Senior was sharing secrets of the excellence of work on preparation of recording project for the mixing. The work was conducted on the material recorded recently in the training studio of the Gnesens Academy. After the master class, those who wanted visited pavilions and exhibitions of NAMM Music Mess and got acquainted with the latest equipment in the area of sound recording industry, concert sound reinforcement software. The next stage on the summit was the visit to the Bolshoi Theatre, one of the oldest theatres in Europe, famous worldwide for its productions, ballet troupes and technical solutions. Technical tour for the participants was conducted by the graduates working in the department of the theatre sound recording and broadcasting. Second hall of the day was dedicated to the master class for recording of academic music. It began with a small introductory speech of famous sound producer Sergei Bolshakov from Moscow about the technology of Neumann digital microphones, which were used for the recordings. On the second day, the Russian expert Maria Soboleva was invited. She is one of the first graduates of the Russian Academy of Music, one of the most popular sound engineers in Russia. She had produced a lot of discs of orchestra, chamber and jazz music. Maria is also a teacher, having educated many generations of young followers. The participants got the opportunity not only to watch the recording process, but also to compare different possible positions of microphones producing various results. The tutor demonstrated the main principle of recording orchestra music. Furthermore, every participant could try to create his own mix by means of the hardware. And then all the guests were watching the work with orchestra and the saw. It became clear that this part of engineering is challenging work and demands deep knowledge of music. We'd like to thank the Chamber Orchestra of Academy, its director Andrew Rain, and the piano soloist Andrew Yaroshinsky.
And that these things apply not just in my studio, or they actually apply where they are. I think it's a good thing to be supporting the student population. It's the kind of thing that didn't exist when I was starting out as an engineer, and I feel that it's really important now that the AES brings people together so that they can share skills, they can develop, they can see other things that other engineers are doing that they would never have thought of, and it develops them as engineers. I mean, I've been a student as well here. I mean, I've been enjoying the fact that I can watch other engineers who do different types of music. I thought they were very good. It's great. You can tell when a band is good because it doesn't take 15 takes to get a result. So that was fascinating. It was, and this is what I was saying about me being a student here as well. I felt that it was such a wonderful opportunity to watch someone, and actually it's a very rare opportunity to be able to watch someone recording an orchestra session where the orchestra is waiting for you, not the other way around. Most of the time, if you watch someone working with an orchestra and trying to teach people how to record orchestras, they're having to work around the musicians. But here we had the luxury of the musicians working around us, and the way she explained exactly what she was doing made so much sense. She was involving everyone with the way she was very, very good, Maria.
Especially with Maria.
Absolutely, absolutely. She certainly knows what she's doing.
The third day was dedicated to mastering the pop composition. Therefore, it was the final part of working with Brooks' composition. Mike Senior and Hayden Bendel were engineering simultaneously in 2 rooms, but the most important thing was the possibility to watch their activity and take part in it. Though, to create the perfect versions, the engineer needed more time. The tutors revealed a lot of secrets, shared their methods, formed by the life experience. There was the friendly atmosphere, and it must be very important for the student. The lottery of Sennheisers and Acoustica Audio's presence turned out to be a great surprise. The day was finished by listening to the products. The mixes turned out to be quite different, that proved the creativity of sound engineering. Suddenly, 3 days of circumstantial work came to the end. New impressions, new friend, and of course new professional level as a result of organization's preparations during the year. The students, the teachers and the graduates had been working for these final results, this unique event for our country. Thanks a lot to all participating in making everything ready. It was you who made the dream come true.